Hi, Kevin here. I'm getting ready to make some drop biscuits. Now, drop biscuits are probably the easiest things in the world to make. Let me show you the ingredients. You will need 3 cups of self-rising flour. And you can find self-rising flour in any American supermarket. We'll also need 1 stick, that's 113 grams, of cold butter. And you want to dice the butter into like tablespoon-sized pieces. And you could use either salted or unsalted butter. You will also need 1 and up to 1 1/3 cups of buttermilk. And you should be able to find buttermilk in any American supermarket. And optional is 1 teaspoon of sugar, just for a little sweetness. And I will be making the biscuit dough right in this very cheap food processor. So put the flour in the food processor. And again, that's 3 cups. Then add the sugar if you're using it, and that's just 1 teaspoon. And then scatter the butter on top of the flour. Then I'm going to pulse the machine like 5 times just to break up the butter. Cover your ears because this is going to be very loud. It is, the butter is cut into the flour very easily. Then add, see, I have 1 1/3 cups of buttermilk here, but I'm going to start with just 1 cup of the buttermilk. And then once again, pulse the machine just until a soft dough forms. Yep, it's coming along well, but the mixture is still pretty dry. So I'm going to add some more of the buttermilk. Although this is looking pretty good. All right, so I use 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk in total. And now, move this out of the way. And you need a baking sheet. This baking sheet is about 10 inches wide and 14 inches long. And what you do, let me move you in a little closer, okay? What you do is take spoonfuls of the dough and just drop them right onto the baking sheet. My baking sheet is lined with parchment paper. And I'll admit that it is used parchment paper because I made some other biscuits earlier and I thought, why not just reuse the paper? This one a little bigger. Yeah, so I'm using a soup spoon here. And you want to space the biscuits fairly close to each other. In fact, it's okay if they're touching. They tend to rise higher if they're touching. Okay, and I will finish spooning these and then I'll come back. All right, I managed to spoon 14 biscuits out of that dough. Now, you can see that these biscuits are not the prettiest thing in the world, but believe me, they're going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to bake them in the preheated 450-degree oven until they've browned appreciably, and that will take about 15 minutes, so we'll come back. And here they are, the drop biscuits. Beautifully colored, beautifully puffed. So they were in the oven for exactly 15 minutes. Now let me show you what I'm going to do in this next step. Okay, while the biscuits are still hot, I'm going to brush them with some melted butter. Oh, these look so good. I can't wait to taste of one. Okay, I'll finish brushing these. Now, I will let the camera run. I'm getting very hungry looking at these things. All right. Okay, and then I should tell you that when you want to serve these, you could serve them just as you would a scone, and that is with clotted cream and jam, or with whipped cream and jam. But I'm going to do something special. Hang on. So what I have here is some softened butter. And to the butter, I'm going to add some honey. And then just stir these together. Just mash the butter into the honey. And this is called honey butter. Okay, here's my plate. Here's the biscuit. This is what the bottom looks like. Here's the top. And now for a taste with some of this wonderful honey butter. Look at that, so fluffy. Oh, this is fabulous. Well, I hope you will give these super simple drop biscuits a try someday. They're light and fluffy and, well, I just love them, okay? I'll post the list of ingredients in the description box below. And I will see you very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.